Number 46 on our house inspection checklist is referring to trees again, but this time it's referring to trees that could fall on your house. So if your tree roots aren't a problem, is the tree large enough to where if it fell on the house it could actually destroy the house? Let's face it, I worked on a house one time in Sonoma, and it had a large redwood tree in the backyard. This redwood tree was right at the back fence of 4 houses. So 4 properties connecting in the backyard. This tree was on this one property, and if it would have fell in any direction, there was only 2 directions it could have fell, and that would have been perpendicular or parallel to the fence. But if it would have fallen in any other direction, it would have just crushed the homes. It was that big of a tree. If you have a tree like this on your property, you should be concerned about it, because one day that thing could fall over. Now, another thing is the trees. If you live in an area that's heavily wooded, the trees could actually be blocking the sunlight. And this is fine if this is what you want, but if you have a lot of mold, mildew, stuff like that, even moss growing around the property and it's creating problems with you, then you might consider removing some of these trees, or at least thinning them back, some of the branches, so you can get some sunlight in there, so you're not dealing with these repetitive problems. It's like I said earlier, we want to get rid of problems that are reoccurring. If you have a problem that just keeps coming back, and you do a little bit, you make a little repair, and then it comes back again, repair, and it's a repetitive process. Hey, if it's worth it to you, knock yourself out. But eventually it probably is going to get tiring, frustrating, and eventually it could actually cause enough damage to where you would have to contact a professional to come in there, because your little band-aids aren't doing the job anymore. So trees that are blocking the sunlight could create problems with natural lighting and with excessive moss, mildew, fungus, moisture around the property. So think about that. And if you got some large trees, you're worried about them falling on your house, they should be cut down. If you own a house, you should inspect it regularly. But how can you inspect a home if you don't know what to look for? If you're not looking for a complicated checklist or something that wasn't written in a language that you can't understand anyway, do yourself a favor and visit this website today. The most valuable investment you have must be protected and inspected.